Still here at the Tridents post AGM party. It's getting pretty nice.
Yeah.
You know, it's been an awesome event, and I'm here with Tom, who is the treasurer of the Miami Tridents. He's gonna say his last name because I'm very bad at that.
Yeah, Tom Hultgren.
What he said. And I've known Tom for a long time now because he's the one who pays the videos, and he does an awesome job. And I just wanted to talk to him a little bit because I always say one of the things when you see a successful team on the field, most likely you have a successful team off the field. And one of the things is running the finances of the club, right? You've been doing this for, well, you said like 15 years now?
Yeah, about 16. I joined the club in 2005, August 2005. I became the treasurer in 2006. So it's been a long haul, and basically it's the least liked by your contemporaries and the most contentious. If I can show you, there will be no respect. All you fellow treasurers out there, you know what I'm talking about.
But pain,
you're the guy that asks for the money, the guy that says, "Hey, pay your dues," and but in the end, it's needed for what we do because we're not run by a major corporation. We are player driven. We are ground up doing this sort of thing, and every little bit counts, and that's where we go. Yeah.
And I absolutely agree with you. And if you don't have these things sorted out in the back end, the front end doesn't work properly because the field has to be paid for. You go to your practice field, you haven't paid for it, you can't practice. I mean, this is what allows our club to be running properly, right?
Especially in Miami. I mean, thankfully we have Jose to help deal with this, but it's a bit of a nightmare to even get permits and field access here. There's limited fields in Miami. We have to really work for it. We have to be consistent. We have to pay them on time. We have to get our permits, get our insurance, get everything ready. And this is something every year has to be a done thing. So
how is it over these years? I guess by now you have it really nailed down, right? And how to do it, collect dues. How are the guys? How do they respond by it?
It's always the new guys that pay their dues the fastest, and the old guys take a little bit of some of them are great, and then others take their time, and but everything gets paid. We push them, but I don't know. It gets done. We get it done by the end of the year, and that's all.
Are you also in charge of fundraising? Is that something that falls in your
I'm not
area?
in charge specifically of fundraising. We do that as sort of a committee. If someone has an idea, Mike Kress, our vice president, outgoing, was big on that. But obviously I handle the financial side of it. But coming in, we have different aspects of how we want to talk to either a sponsor bar or a sponsor who has on a shorts or a T-shirt or a jersey, whatever. And we have. We work that out with them year to year, and it changes every year. And we obviously try to do what we can to maximize our profit.
I would think that fundraising can be a big difference for a club.
It's huge.
It's huge. As opposed to only depending on dues and this occasional donation that you can get from.
Yeah, we've done everything in fundraising. We've shoveled sandbags. We've done everything at Grant with Bree. Thankfully, Connie's wife. A couple years ago, we did some shoveling in that, made a couple $1,000s doing that, and that was a good workout. It was a great team bonding. But anything we can do to sort of get the money in, because, like I said, we're player driven. We're not a big corporate. We're not anything else. So we just try to do it. In 2020, there was no playoff level, so every team didn't have that expense of going to wherever the USA Rugby had us.
That must be a nightmare when you go to the playoffs, right? And you have to raise all this money.
It's difficult, and in some of the places are okay. So say you go to Nashville, it's like okay, there's a direct flight to Nashville. But say you go to some small town in Atlanta, the one year we were like, man, there's a flight to Atlanta, then a drive, then it's really difficult sometimes. So we do our best to make sure that we have something in the funds to back this up and sort of back us. Then we sort of fundraise right before that happens. If we're there, hopefully we're there. We plan to be there. That's the way we look at our club, and that's the way it is.
Hey Tom, I really appreciate you talking to me, and I really appreciate what you do. Not you, but also all the other officers, because many people They just look at the team, and it's like, it's, you know, it's the game, okay? The game is what you guys do make possible the games. And, you know, I don't think you get recognized enough. And specifically you that have known you for so many years doing the videos as we have. I mean, you're like the best, because I have no trouble with you at all, you know, so everything is very smooth. And yeah, as I said, you know, people like you and the other clubs is what, you know, you have to be recognized, because you're a very important part of rugby. It's not fun maybe all the time, but it's so necessary, right?
Well, you know, it's a labor of love. I love these guys. I love this sport, and rugby is amazing. It's always been an amateur. It's been, you know, what can these guys do together? But when you put your body out in the line, when you know, do that together and fight together, but there is a business aspect to it, and we have to sort of keep that going so that we can play this sport that we all love and get ourselves out there time after time, whether it is to find a pitch, to pay the pitch, to find the ref, to pay the ref, to do everything, get to our next level. It's not easy, but we do it because we want all these guys to experience what we've all experienced playing this game.
Are you still playing?
I'm there if they need me. I'm there if they need me, you know. I love it. You know, the legs aren't the same as they were 10 years ago, but
I think you never stop playing.
I never
right?
stop.
You never stop playing. Eventually, you're always thinking, even myself, I'm gonna be playing. You know, some opportunity is gonna come up.
I still want to practice that way. I can, you know, run around, get exercise myself, and help the guys that are either new or even the guys that are there that you know, just need someone to run against. So all you other guys that are out there that think you're too old or do whatever, like, get out there and get some exercise and help each other out, man. It's the best sport in the world.
Man, thank you very much. Awesome events here, and I appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
Tom, man, I can't say your last name.
Hultgren.
That. From Miami Tridents Treasurer. Thank you very much. Bye. Great, man.